his anti-harpoon, Simon Hill.
Denied as Japan scrambled really well.
Timmy Kewell again, making his presence felt. Harry Kewell just scrambling and swatting someone, effectively so in the end. Harry Kewell with a deflection, not quite enough of a deflection. A nervous moment for Japan. Yoshida.
He just has that ability, Andy, doesn't he, to hang in the air.
The consistency is amazing. But interesting for Australia's attack is that Japan now are in a couple of different lines. They know Tim Kewell is a reliable outlet in the penalty area for the aerial assault. But they've also witnessed, experienced firsthand Australia playing the ball on the carpet. And Japan now, Luke Wilshere not for the first time down deep. This is the best start to a match we've seen from one of Australia's best in this tournament. She was strong in the challenge, couldn't control the header downwards. But there are questions being asked like that time, and the more danger it's going to be for Australia because the chances aren't going to keep coming. Kewell again finding himself in front of goal. The ball taking him into a very, very narrow angle onto his less favoured right foot. He makes good contact. The coverage probably sufficient in the end. Another good set up from Tim Kewell. Honda, beautiful. And it's rolled reversed. Endo on the end of it, who sets up Maida. But it's the Endo and Honda duet that Australia again.
Looking from left to right in this.
But it's Fujimoto to come off. Uemasa on. There will be a rearrangement. Uemasa, I would imagine, will go into the centre of defence.
Another look at that moment. And this hip cross really from Luke Wilshere. The Australian fans were convinced. Why wouldn't they be? Some of the Aussie fans too. Well, maybe not quite so sure.
Certainly not. There's been one of those halves of that, one of these games of that Holman. Again, he's taken up a beautiful position. Today, Harry Kewell. This is a procession of headers won by Tim Kewell. It's no wonder Alberto Zaccaroni is wearing the soles of his shoes out in that technical area. Discussion point, Simon. It's Mile Jedinak challenging the cross, but it was Mile Jedinak who made the steal in centre field. And this is advantage Australia. You know, it's understated just quite how good these guys are athletically, aerobically. Mackay, Holman, Jedinak, Valeri. Certainly Valeri topping the charts for the number of repeated sprints. It's enormous capacity. It's enormous output. And that was underlined by that work from Mile Jedinak. Unaware. Got to be good to do that. Indeed, isn't it? To the night. Close to the best chance of both teams of the night. Another time twisting, turning into the crossing zone. He's a wonderful player, and now that he's been released into that left-wing position, Australia can expect more of this. But Shinji Okazaki should have done better. He lost David Carney, peeled off the flat line, couldn't angle his header the way he needed. It's the best side of goal Japan has probably had.
Well, Holger Osik must have thought that this was the moment, but that outstretched boot from 80 pounds
with a change from Zaccaroni. Look how far forward he's pushed, and it's too early to go from a central defender when your team's in possession. There's a quick changeover, he's out of position. And just a pass from Australia not sticking. Uemasa played out of the game. Australia just running out of bodies in this moment. Beautiful pass, Harry Kewell takes Honda in. And it's 4 versus 1. Kewell into the near post. Entitled to go for the rebound. There's nothing more in it. Joy to watch at times. Something else. Surgical precision. Look at that. He threaded the needle with that pass. Australia regroup. It's amazing how your mind becomes disheveled to put that position. Australia down their right is emerging as a real opportunity for the Socceroos. Again, the goalkeeper. Quick and committed. Good shootout for Japan, but it's sat so invitingly for David Carney. And that was heading goalwards. I think it was Makoto Hasebe. It was the captain again in his team's moment of need. That sat beautifully for Carney, well set up by Brett Emerson. After Sasha Kanovsky had the wherewithal to put the ball back into the danger zone. Out of harm's way, Andy Harper. Amazing panicking from Japan. It's a beautiful cross from David Carney. He's got a very, very smooth left foot. trying to pull Kimtale's arm out by the socket out. Kimtale's left arm did hurt. There's no question about that. It is correctly adjudged foul. He's entitled to go for the ball there, however. Goalkeepers do tend to get very precious. Good work from Matt Mackay to win the possession and then set the crossing situation up. Robbie Cruz is with the fourth official. Kawashima, but couldn't steer it into the back of the net. This will be Harry Kewell's last contribution. It's the right option from Everton. Within his rights, really, to have done better from there. The goal at his mercy. Kewell's battling away to form the chance. Fred Emerson knows as soon as it's left his boot that he's hit it wide. His teammates on the bench went with the crowd, please. That's a delightful cross from Fred Emerson. Cruz having to stop his run. He makes great contact. It's a good header. And just even a fraction of a yard further to the right of Eiji Kawashima, and Australia would have been to the good for either side. Well, it's not their best chance, but it has to go down as another good one. Matt Mackay, he only hit the one at the start of the match with such conviction. Extra time might have been needed, but he's emerged as the game has gone on. Mackay's been another very impressive game. And that's slow-mo, it's brilliant television.
And it shows you just how close it was. Nagatomo again, he wants to get around Wilkes, and does! Is this the moment? It is! Japan has scored! It's the captain! Japan lead in the Asia Cup final with 4 minutes of added time play in the second period of extra time, and it's the substitute. And it was Nagatomo with the killer delivery. Well, finally he got free.
Sorry, Simon, he was always going to be the danger man. That's a classy finish. And there are enough Australians there, but one needs to pull off and make sure that Katanari Lee was marked. He wasn't. He finishes with amazing aplomb. It's a beautiful finish. On the back.
And what a beautiful finish it was by Katanari Lee.
Delightful. Of course, with no chance.
Good header one by Ognanovsky initially. Clear foul by Jedinak. He was lucky to escape a yellow card for that, in truth. Here's another look at the goal. What a finish it was from Katanari Lee. And that's what it means to the Japanese bench. Alberto Zaccaroni punches the air in delight. By contrast.
Well, if anyone needs reminding, that's the Socceroos. I mean, they're squeezing up the field. They're trying to work this opportunity. Japan desperate as they need to be. It's a really outstanding scrambling. 118 minutes into a continental final, and Yuko Nagatomo is still sprinting from Australian to Australian.
Japan are the champions of Asia. Fabulous score for the Blue Samurai. The undisputed kings of Asia move out on their own, and Australia's golden generation is denied silverware. It was not to be their finest hour.